In this video, I would like to share a very special experience I had many years ago. My eldest daughter, when this experience happened, was only 10 years old. She's now 22 years old. So, ang tagal na ho nito. But I'll never forget, there was a very big announcement that a world-class speaker will be coming to Cebu. Nung chinek ko yung pangalan and found out that it will be Myles Munroe, I really got excited. And so quickly, I bought 2 tickets. Isa para sa akin at isa para doon sa panganay kong anak. Now remember, she was only 10 years old when this happened. So nung inabot ko sa kanya yung ticket, she was probably so surprised. Siguro iniisip niya, what will a 10-year-old girl do in a seminar of whoever this Myles Munroe is? But my eldest daughter will forever be grateful that she came with me. And I'm very happy that she did. Up until now, hindi niya nakalimutan yung experience namin na yon. Pagpasok namin dun sa auditorium, there were hundreds, probably even thousands of Cebuanos there. Dalawa lang kami doon sa napakaraming pumunta doon. I will never forget, my daughter and I will never forget, the very first question that Myles Munroe asked all of us in attendance was, sabi niya, "Ladies and gentlemen, where do you think is the wealthiest place on earth?" San sa tingin ninyo ang pinakamayaman na lugar sa mundong ito? And so everybody started thinking about the question. And then maya-maya, merong nagtaas ng kamay. Sumigaw, United States of America. And then yung isa naman, sumigaw, Japan. And then other people gave their answers. Mayayaman ng mga bansa. Some gave companies, actually. After patiently listening to the answers of the people in the audience, Myles Munroe answered his own question with an answer that we will never ever forget. Sabi niya, "Thank you so much for giving me all of your answers. But as far as I'm concerned," Myles Munroe said, "the wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery." Siya kami. And we were looking at each other. We were asking one another, did we just hear what we just heard? Yung ba talagang sinabi niya? And then he repeated himself again. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned, the wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery." And then he went on to explain. Sabi niya, "I believe that the cemetery is the wealthiest place on earth because buried inside cemeteries are not just dead people. Buried in cemeteries are cakes that have never been baked, meals that have never been cooked, books that have never been written, businesses that have never been launched, songs that have never been sang." And then he said, every time somebody dies with his greatness or his talents never expressed or never shared, it is the cemetery that wins. And then he concluded this portion of his seminar with the words, "I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you and I will make a promise to ourselves that we will die empty." What a wonderful insight. Those are words full of wisdom. The wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery. Because every time we choose to hide our talents and we choose to hide our greatness, it is the cemetery that wins. You see, my friends, staying inside the comfort zone is a very costly thing. It is when we step outside of the comfort zone that magic happens. Wala po sa loob ng comfort zone. Nandun po sa labas. Meron nagsabi, and I think many of you are already familiar, but I really like this statement. There's no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. Now, one of the things that keeps people inside their comfort zones is fear. Takot. Natatakot tayo na baka magkamali tayo. Natatakot tayo na baka pagtawanan tayo. There's another special experience I had that I would like to share with you in this video. I had I had that special opportunity and to be trained by Michael Gerber himself. And this happened a couple of years back, and I'll never forget. I was with uh, consultants from the U.S., one from New Zealand, and, uh, and we were given a very thick manual by Michael Gerber. Inaral namin yun, isang linggo. Pagkatapos naming aralin, binigay niya sa amin itong manual na to, and we were all overwhelmed. In fact, we were asking one another, kailan kaya natin to pwedeng simulan? I remember, sabi ng taga New Zealand, siguro, abutin ako ng mga 3 buwan o 4 na buwan, kailangan ko basahin ito ulit-ulitin. The other one from the US said, probably it will take me about 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. And I felt the same way. And so we went to Michael Gerber and sabi namin kay Michael, when do you think we can start sharing this training? And we were hoping that he would say the same thing. We were hoping that he would say, give it 8 months, 7 months, you master it, and make sure that you have perfected it. Pero sa tingin ko, nabasa ni Michael Gerber yung iniisip namin eh. Michael Gerber said, immediately, of course. And then he added these words, never be afraid to look like a fool. And then he took a deep breath. And I'll never forget, sabi niya, if there's anything that I have accomplished in life, it is because I have never been afraid to look like a fool. My friends, never be afraid to make mistakes. Of course, it's scary to step outside of our comfort zones. But let's always remember, there's no growth in the comfort zone. And there's no comfort in the growth zone. And please remember the wisdom from Miles Monroe. The wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery. And so let's have a goal to share our greatness and to die empty. I'll see you again on my next video. Thank you so much.